Jaipur via Kota.
कृपया ध्यान आपको अहमदाबाद
दिल्ली में आपका स्वागत
Lucknow Junction.
ನಿಲ್ದಾಣದ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಹೊರಟಿರುವ ರೈಲು
एक्सप्रेस পরবর্তী স্টেশন নেতাজি ভবন कृपया ध्यान दियो
Well, in the end, it was a mammoth win. A walk in the park almost, if you say. Maybe a flight in the sky. 21 balls to spare, 6 wickets in hand. Mumbai getting it done, getting to 200 and picking up the 2 points. And most importantly, getting to number 3 in the points table. It's a good day if you're a Mumbai fan. I'm Gaurav Kapur, with me Harsha Bhogle and Simon Doull here on Cricbuzz Live. Good day to be a Mumbai fan, Harsha.
Good day to be a lover of batting.
Yeah, that's true.
Good day to be a lover of batting.
83 of 35.
He was 18 or 14.
18 of 14, so in the next...
65 of 21.
There you go, thank you for the quick math.
No,
No, he's been working that out for the last 20 minutes.
Actually, I have.
Sorry, Ash.
Actually, I have.
Love that he does the homework. That was good.
That's why it came out just like that.
Boom. Have to remember it as well.
And everyone thinks this is a friendly forum. We keep going at each other.
It's a very friendly forum.
Oh, my
Because I
word.
tell you, the ones who are not friendly don't say anything.
I'll tell you who he reminds me of very peculiarly. And I don't know why, because their games are chalk and cheese. But in the artistry with which he bats, he seems a Lakshman of T20.
Ooh, I like that phrase,
Yeah, I
the
like
Lakshman
that.
of T20.
Yep.
Yeah,
There's
you're
an
right, because
artistry
he does
about-
outrageous things, but he makes them look as effortless and elegant as Lakshman did.
Yeah, but when Lakshman tried to play T20, I remember I was on air once when he was slogging and I thought Lata Mangeshkar is singing rock and roll.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. Come on. Yeah, but I know
this-
what you
just
mean.
the way that ball, yeah.
Yeah. Today, let's talk about, we'll talk about the entire team, but just first Surya, because sensational. I know we've gone for a low-hanging fruit headline, but it is sensational,
Yeah,
Surya.
and talk about sort of a season of two halves already for him.
Yeah.
The last 4 or 5 innings, I think, have just been almost unbelievable. He just back to his best. The shots, there was one shot in particular, and Harsha came and said, as he walked into the green room, and I thought exactly the same thing. It was a slower ball outside the line of off stump. He just waited and waited and waited and just went tuck and just timed it. And it raced through backward point for 4. Now, some of the sixes were exceptional, but that's the shot to me that sticks out because it's the wherewithal to see, okay, it's a slower ball. I can wait. And then the timing and the placement and the precision that he has to still do that. And it's the one thing about his game I absolutely love, and I think he is as good as anyone in the modern game, is the ability to wait, assess, and still play the shot. And it just, whoa, that was a masterclass tonight.
Since we are bringing that up, he plays, you think of Sky and you think here, right?
Yeah.
Think of Sky and you think here. He did play that shot that we were talking about. He opens the face of the bat and hits a 6 there. And that shot no one else plays.
Yeah, there's a lot of shots he plays, which you just look at and you're like, that's outlandish. Like, how are you even doing that? It, of course, was set up because of Ishan Kishan in the power play. He got a 42 at the strike rate at 200, and pretty much they owned the power play, right? And when you own the power play, Simon, like this, you're going to win.
Look, I mean, it's easy to say in hindsight as well, but I mean, we mentioned Ishan and Surya. If they were going to be they were going to be the guys that...
You can pat yourself on the back.
Pat yourself on the back.
Well,
Come on, Dooley, do that.
But
come on.
in the power play, that's what you need, isn't it? You needed that. And when Rohit's going as bad, and he's going bad, believe me, he is going bad. Look, at the moment, I don't think he could hit the skin off the rice pudding that we've got there for dessert. It is just not working for him at the moment. So they've got some issues to sort of work through there. But outside of that team is just... there's so much to like about the way Ishan's just going hard in that power play. He's trying to say, Rohit, come with me. Come with me, Rohit. I can help you through this. Just stick with me. Come with me. And so he's doing everything he possibly can, but it's just not working for him.
He's a captain who's lifted 5 trophies. So essentially right now, the sheep are way outrunning the shepherd.
Aye.
Right?
So what happens is, just quickly, you
Why are you
cannot
dropping
drop.
your voice? It's still being recorded.
I'm just, okay, they can still hear me, I know, but
Yeah.
what happens when Tilak Varma is fit? Because you cannot drop Nehal Wadira now. You cannot drop him now.
Well,
65 and 52 not out.
Are you suggesting that
Just captain
Ishan Kishan goes?
captain from the sideline.
That's not going to happen. Stop it.
I don't know. What do they do? You tell me.
Sub play as no. I've got a better idea.
Yes.
Got a better idea.
Okay, come. Tell me.
Takes a break, 2 games to rest for the World Test Championship.
Ooh. Okay. Or maybe.
But he's too proud. He does not want to see his season. He was 184 before this game. He's 191.
Yeah.
He wants to take this to a 300-plus season.
Yeah. He'll get it good. He'll come. But right now, listen, with them at number 3, I don't think they're bothered, right? He, of course, will be bothered.
Yeah, he'll be worried, but they're winning despite his form.
Yeah.
At the moment.
And it's fair to say.
And that is one of those things that, and that can happen. So when you're winning without a guy scoring runs, you can continue to do that as long as you keep winning.
Yeah.
Because you're hoping. You're hoping you'll find. Think about the Chennai season with Watson.
True.
Okay, they were winning.
Yeah.
They just gave him rope. They just kept going, and then he repaid them
In that final?
in the final.
That innings, I mean, literally, it wasn't pickpocket. The match was in SRH's pocket.
Yeah.
He just said, boom,
Yeah.
out.
Counterpunch. So here's the thing, right? We've always said that about Chennai. When a team is winning and they're winning comprehensively, and well, listen, no doubt, comprehensive win when you chase 200 with 3.5 overs to spare, you're almost winning it with 10 people, sometimes 9 people. So you can afford to carry 1 or 2. Those questions only come when you lose. At this point in time, with them being at number 3, the only one questioning Rohit not getting runs would be Rohit himself. Everybody else would be like, great, everyone's in form. Yes, Tim David went for a golden duck today. Match was won by that time, right? Didn't matter because today was Surya, Ishan and Nihal Vadera. So 200 chase, 3 people standing up and doing it. That really is, for Mumbai, happy days. For Bangalore, let's have a look at what their bowlers did. And unfortunately, there was, what? Why are you pointing at him?
I want Harsha to talk about the bowling.
Okay, go for it.
Aren't you allowed single-digit economy, Ray?
Hey!
I knew he'd pick a number from somewhere.
But I think that Phil Salt thing has told people, yes, Siraj is excellent. Yes, Hazelwood is excellent. Let's go after them and see what happens. And you couldn't get a better ground than this to go after people.
True.
And they didn't stop. And I think that Ishan Kishan innings, 42 of 21, is a far better innings than 60 or 40. Far better innings than 60 or 40. Because that 42 of 21 not only got the asking run rate going, it also told everybody you can play shots like these on this track.
Yeah, it rattled the bowling.
Just need that innings for a start. That's why I keep saying this is not a tournament of individual stars.
Yeah.
This is a tournament where everybody is playing for everybody else in different ways.
He did it today.
Yeah.
He did it today.
You set the tone, and that's
18 or 14, he's allowed Sky to be 18 or 14. And remember, we were saying Sky doesn't look like he's hitting the ball very well.
Yeah.
And that was the proverbial lull before the storm.
That was our combox
That was
curse,
our
right?
Is that what you said in the combox?
Yeah, that was our combox.
Can we replay that, please?
We said, but
The only good thing is it was me.
I'll tell you exactly what it was. We said Sky is looking grounded.
Yeah.
Look at it, 6. So just then, as soon as we said it, he went from here to pretty much a vertical takeoff. He's like, up and away.
Wow.
7-4, 6 sixes, also brought up his 100 sixes in the IPL.
And 3,000 runs.
I might have said, some of those normally go for 4. Today they're going only for 2.
Then they started going for 8.
3,020 runs too now.
Yes, so 3,000 runs,
so over
100
3,000
sixes.
runs at a strike rate of 141.
That's crazy.
It's ridiculous.
That's just crazy. It's amazing how he's been unlocked at Mumbai.
Just brings parts of the ground into play that most people don't. Now, if you're an MI fan, your team is batting like this. Who are the pillars of your side? Each team is built around pillars. This MI side is built around Rohit, Sky, Bumrah. Your 3 pillars. They wanted Archer, because, 3-legged doesn't come very well. Archer to be the 4th leg of the table. No Archer, no Bumrah, Rohit virtually not there, and Sky only coming good now. Can you imagine this side with Archer and Bumrah in form?
It's a spicy meatball. It's a
Possiblement.
It's a spicy meatball. But listen, right
But
now...
anyway, we talk about today.
Yeah.
Talk about what there is.
We, obviously, the partnership between Vadera and Sky while Skyer is going nuts, don't forget that
Yeah.
Nehal Vadera's played a part as well, right? He's made that 46 at about 150. So that's not too shabby. And their 11-over partnership is 140 runs.
And started by Nehal, started by Vadera.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sometimes you look at that, you think the sun is this reflected glory from the sun at the other end. He's a player, man. He can bat.
Yeah.
I look, as I say, I just can't. I'm trying to figure out, 12 into 11. I'm trying to work it out. But I mean, that 152 strike rate again, he's backed up the 65 he got in the previous game. It wasn't, the 65 wasn't quite as good a strike rate as today, but he showed he's got shots all around the ground, whether it be pace, whether it be seam. There's a lot to like.
You can still play him and get Tilak Verma as an impact sub. Yeah. Tilak Verma's bowled last season, didn't he? He did a little bit of bowling.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, so you can do
good
that.
point.
That's a chance to play both of them. And then that strong batting.
And this guy's a gun fielder.
Even stronger.
Yeah.
Nehal Vadera is a gun fielder.
Yeah.
So you keep him in on the field and maybe play Tilak as an impact.
Especially if he's coming back from a little injury. I guess there's nothing wrong with that either. So,
There you go.
All right, solved.
Found away. Problem solved. Next case for the court of Doull, Bhogle and Kapur will be heard now.
You must actually get a gavel.
I'll get a gavel now.
They might make it the next auction here. Boom.
Yes, dude, that's fine.
No,
I'll do it. I'll give everybody a little extra. What was that? You said 150? I'm not even in the auction. I was just serving someone coffee. No, you got to buy him now. All right, the points table. Let's have a look at that. That's the next one. Ooh, Mumbai fans, look at it. Soaring high above
So they were
everybody
minus
else.
0.4
Yeah,
prior to this.
correct. And
So-
they pulled it up.
Almost halved it, which is very good.
Because that was a comprehensive victory, as I said.
Well, around them, they're all pluses. That's the other thing that
So now look at them.
Yes, yeah, that will
There
worry them.
is 8 teams that have played 11. Tomorrow, Delhi will play their 11th and Chennai will play their 12th. But what's the 10 logjam has become much lesser now. So there's 4 teams on 10, 1 on 11, 1 on 12, 1 on 13. And Gujarat is just sitting in another altitude altogether with 16. So more and more looking like 16 with a net run rate of +1. If anyone was to, I think it's safe to say now Gujarat's qualifying 1 or 2.
At the Masters, when you're going into the last, you're going to win the Masters anyway.
yeah.
They show picture of the guy starting to engrave your name.
Yes.
I think they can start engraving a queue for Gujarat time.
So one of, just looking sort of quickly through the remaining fixtures, one of
We got him.
Rajasthan or RCB can only get to 14, right?
No, let's see
This is-
Mumbai's
this
first.
is
So Mumbai
Mumbai's,
plays
yeah.
Gujarat now.
Yeah. Gujarat, Lucknow, and then Hyderabad.
They're
So-
hosting Gujarat at the Wankhede. That'll be interesting because that's going to be a 500-run game.
Yeah.
I think. Lucknow, they visit Lucknow. That's going to be a tricky one because that pitch has been given a demerit point by me. And then they host Hyderabad.
That's an afternoon game, correct? At home.
The last
Yes,
day.
the last one is a very warm afternoon game.
Every year, one team that cannot qualify on the last day
There's a chance. to
clears the
upset.
pitch for some other team.
That's interesting. Which is the other team? Which is the other game that's happening?
Last year, I think
The
Delhi-
last day, the
year,
last
Delhi-
game is RCB and Gujarat.
Oh, that's the last game of the league
The
stage.
last
Correct.
game of the league stage.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, these are Bangalore's fixtures.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. That
so
tells
Bangalore, Rajasthan. So one of those can only get to 14.
14, correct.
Okay?
Yeah.
So that's one of those going out.
One of those is out.
Yeah.
So Rajasthan and Bangalore, after the next game, you think that one of them can only get to 14.
That's right. And that's
So
in
whoever
5
loses
days.
is a fact 14.
Of course, before that, Rajasthan plays Night Riders, don't they?
Correct.
Day after
Rajasthan,
in Kolkata.
they play the
Yeah.
Night Riders. So that's going to be, I'm telling you.
They are riding high. They won 4 out of 5. After that, they've lost 5 out of 6.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so something has happened there as well. So Rajasthan has also tailed off. So basically what we can tell you after all of this is, we know Gujarat's qualifying, and for the rest, all the best.
Chennai, 15 points with Chennai tomorrow. If they get the win, the W tomorrow, you think that Chennai's 15 points are not far away either, because you've got teams that can only get to 14.
Plus their net run
Their net
is
run rate
very
is
handy.
very, very good.
So nobody else is catching. Nobody else below them is really realistically catching their net run rate.
They're only really worried about luck now because they're the only other team that can get to 15. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Mumbai are playing Lucknow. So if Mumbai lose to Lucknow, but Mumbai can go up to 18. Mumbai can lose to Lucknow and still get to 16.
Yes, correct.
So
All right, guys, pick
They
your
want
4.
Mumbai to beat
Come
Lucknow.
on, pick your 4 right now.
Oh, man.
This changes every day, doesn't it?
It
Pick
does
your
change
foe.
every day. Wow. Look, the top two, I think, are going to go through, Garen.
Yeah.
I think Chennai are just one win away, and I think Gujarat are there. And I still picked Rajasthan at the start of the tournament. I don't know whether I can have them now. So I'm going to say Mumbai. I think luck has run out. So I've got to find one other.
Oh, who are you going to find then?
I don't know.
Do you go down to Bangalore or do you?
Nope.
No idea.
No
We're going to
idea.
know in a
So
couple.
hang on. Kolkata, Bangalore is done, right?
Sorry?
Kolkata, Bangalore is done. I'm trying to see.
They're done. Both are done.
Like Dooley picked out
No man
Rajasthan and RCB.
Yeah.
Only one can get to 14. There'll be other such combinations as well
Yeah.
as you look through the schedule.
Kolkata play RR, CSK, and LSG.
There's too many. Now my head's spinning. There's too
Yeah.
many combinations.
I
All right.
know.
We'll get to this with every passing day. We'll try to solve one piece of the puzzle, which again is going to be on the 21st anyway. It'll get solved then. We'll try to solve it before. For Bangalore, what do they need to do? What do they need to correct today? This has been a wipeout for them, Julie.
Yeah, look, I mean, we felt they were 20 short. I mean, probably 40 short in the end, weren't they? Great partnership, heavily reliant again on the big three, obviously, with Virat not getting off to a start today. Maxi and Faf were brilliant with the bat. A little cameo from DK, but they're still heavily reliant on them. They couldn't really finish off strongly.
They haven't found a Vadera or a Jitesh Sharma.
Correct.
They haven't found one of those players who'll take the load off
Yes.
the two or three big players. In fact, if you remember, a couple of their wins at the start of this tournament also came when Faf and Maxi got the big runs.
Yep.
So year after year, I know they're missing Patidar, but that happens. Teams are missing Bumrah. Teams are missing Shreyas Iyer. But they're not finding that one player in the middle order. Could Lomror have been that player? But they're not finding that one player. You know, Jitesh Sharma's a great example. They're not finding that one player there who can take the load.
And their bowlers are leaking now. Now they're knowing, okay, if we go at Suraj, he takes a half a step back. And Delhi proved it, Mumbai proved it, or Ishan Kishan proved it today again. If you go at him, they're maybe just not quite got that bravado that he had at the start of the tournament.
Yeah.
So when he's not setting the tone, the rest of them are struggling. Harsha was really struggling with that. How many no balls, overweight no balls he bowled this year?
Yeah.
Got taken out of the attack in one game that I remember, and he's bowled at least another 3 or 4 that I can remember.
Yeah, what is it? He's trying the Yorker, but they're slipping, right?
Yeah,
That's
they're
the deal.
slipping.
They're slipping.
So he's battling with that one. And then, they just.
You know, last year they used to have Shahbaz who'd come in and bowl a little bit and fulfill that quota, the fifth bowler.
Yeah.
Slip it in. This year now, you'd imagine with the impact sub, you've got more bowlers coming. But the seam bowlers that they're using, Vishak started off really well. He's tailed off too.
Yep.
So in difficult conditions, like in Bangalore and Mumbai, they don't seem to have that additional bowler. And today Sky took on
And anyway,
on
today
Hasaranga
they had
too.
a chance to get an additional bowler and they got a batter because they had those wickets.
But they didn't even try Maxi.
Yeah.
No, they didn't
I mean,
try
what about Maxi to Ishan Kishan in the power play? They didn't even try that. So, has Faf missed a trick there inside the power play? Because, as you said, Rohit's struggling. So, you might as well give Maxi an over to the left-hander just to see what he can do.
But, well, for Bangalore, question marks remain. And now they're at number 7 on the points table. So, well, they're not travelling well. Yeah, they've been on the road for a while and they're definitely not travelling well. So, lots of questions.
And they struggle at home. I mean, most teams struggle to win in Bangalore. It's
Well,
not-
they're at 7, so you can tell they're struggling more than they're winning. That's what happens in the lower half of the table, doesn't it? Well, tomorrow, there is a team from the lower half of the table and a team from the upper half of the table. But I'll tell you what's happening is that Delhi on the back of 2 wins,
Correct.
suddenly looking quite buoyant, and Chennai are going to say, Chepauk's not what it used to be for us. So is Chennai perhaps just thinking a little bit tomorrow?
Unless they put a little bit of water and let the sun beat down in Chennai and just let it dry out a little bit and then start to get the slower bowlers in. Because that Delhi's top 4 are all overseas batters.
Correct?
Much as Warner's been a GOAT at the IPL, Warner's not the Warner that he was in 16, 17, 18. Phil Salt, Englishman, not that good at, not exposed enough to the slow turning ball. Riley Russo has struggled in those conditions. Mitch Marsh, you don't know. So if they throw up that 140, 150 kind of game, Chennai,
Interesting.
because see, they've got top 4. Then their 5th Indian batter, they've tried Manish Pandey, they've tried various
They've
people.
actually tried everybody.
And after Akshar, there's nobody.
Sorry?
After Akshar.
Yeah.
Do what you want after Akshar, the batting ends.
I just want to say that I just saw very little of Abhishek Porel. But of all these others, he looked good. He looked clean.
If any of the other batters, if Rovman Powell had done really well, they could have brought in Abhishek Porel and played Rovman Powell for Philip Salt.
Yeah.
But now Salt has sort of engineered the turnaround.
Well, you can't, not after.
No.
But
I mean,
He'll get pretty salty if you don't play him now.
yeah, you imagine in Chennai that Lalit Yadav comes into play
maybe.
again with Akshar and maybe Kuldeep as well. It's sort of, they might play 3 spinners.
Yeah.
If Mitch Marsh is fit to bowl, a couple of seamers, Mitch Marsh and 3 spinners with Akshar, Lalit and Kuldeep maybe.
Of course, they don't have Nokia. No Nokia, no Mustafizur.
He's not coming back? I mean, I know there's a personal issue. I don't know what it was.
Yeah, some family emergency apparently. I mean, he only left a few days back, so I really doubt he'll be back for tomorrow's game.
There's no Fizz, is there, either?
No, Fizz is gone, right?
Fizz has gone to Ireland, but he's not playing.
He's not playing.
He's gone to Ireland, but not played.
Basically, they go back to...
Either Lungi or they do the 4 batters at the top.
Or they go with the 4 batters.
Yeah, I think they like that.
And then just play a full Indian bowling
By the way,
attack.
Aman Khan batted well. I'm sorry, just to say, you were saying in the middle, Indian batter, Aman Khan did well in one game.
Ishant and Mukesh, and then the 3 spinners and Mitch Marsh.
Or maybe Khalil.
Instead of Khalil, you're playing
Khalil.
Lalit Yadav in place of Khalil.
Look down that first column. Priyam Garg has played, Sarfraz has played, Porel has played, Shaw has played, Doull has played.
Yeah.
Lalit Yadav has played. They've tried everybody.
Oh, we spoke about it the other day here. They've played 22 out of their 25.
Yeah, and they've gone back to 4 overseas players. Sure. So that whole group of Indian players, none of them has made a place for himself.
But also, I think, in fairness, they've only had 1 or 2 games each, right? They
haven't had a consistent run. And when you're losing, you're looking for that next combination.
Correct, that happens.
It just hasn't helped them, has it?
Yeah, but I remember saying one of these years we were here, Saurav Ganguly was the kind of captain who told his young players, UV most famously, I'm giving you 10 games, win me 3 and I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
Ponting comes from Australia, they're back players.
Yeah.
And yet the 2 of them are running a side where there's so many changes.
Yeah, especially with that one position, right? And actually with a lot of positions, when you play 22 players out of 25.
How many franchises are cheering for Delhi tomorrow?
Sorry?
Yeah.
How many franchises are cheering Delhi tomorrow?
Many.
A few.
But on the other side, there's Chennai, who goes through the season playing only 9 players. Not even 11.
Are you not counting MS?
So they basically don't even use their 11 for the 11, is what I'm saying, right? So that's what they do. I can just do the paperwork and say, will they make any changes? And I'll answer for Harsha and Simon, no, and let's move on. Yeah, but it doesn't look like, right? Let's come back, see the spinners.
Look, unless there's any injuries, they just don't seem to do that. They haven't got what they hoped out of Raidu. We're hearing that Stokes is fit.
Oh, 1 second.
And ready to go, but
Hello, Dolly.
who does he come in for?
Guess Moin? No, but they want the spin, most probably.
Correct. It'll mean a few changes if Stokes comes in for Raidu and a spinner comes in for Tikshana, but they don't have that Indian spinner because the other spin option is overseas.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
So if he has to come in, or he could come in
Or
for...
come in for Patirana. Just Ben Stokes in for Patirana.
No, man. Patirana's been unbelievable.
And really at the death as well, right?
They're
So
back
they need
in
him at the
bowling.
death.
He's been unbelievable at the back end.
So
no chance there.
Baby Malinga obviously plays. So
Conway's been a superstar at the top of the order.
He's not. I don't know how they fit him in.
Only Moin.
Yeah, only Moeen, but then they miss a bit of that bowling. Moeen hasn't bowled every game and hasn't done his quota every game, but
From time to time, he just uses him for 2-3 overs.
well, that's it. When I look at that again, we go back to Delhi and think how many left-handers do they have? Warner at the top,
Yeah.
Riley Russo.
Riley Russo.
Akshar, Riley
Akshar.
Russo. So they got 3 in the top 7.
Yeah.
Maybe the top 6 of Akshar bats 6. So Moeen becomes a threat. So I just don't think a fit Ben Stokes makes it into that side at that ground.
Interesting. All right. Well, so
So today, we wondered about Rohit and we wondered about Stokes, 2 of the biggest names in world cricket.
we're the Wonder Boys. We just sit here and wonder about stuff. That's our job. Our job is to just throw a few points for you to think about and to tell you that in this world, anything is possible and nobody is indispensable. Coming soon.
Just do it. What? I thought you were throwing all the lines.
Oh, you're saying just do it because that's the new movie that's come out, Air. That's pretty cool.
Can't wait to see it.
See, here's the thing. You do pop culture without, like, and you say you don't know it.
Without
knowing.
It's unknowingly.
I thought you said anything is possible. I thought you were going on the Adidas line, so I threw the Nike line.
You are-
That's all. I know nothing more than
You
that.
are cool without knowing you're cool. Harsh.
You
And
go.
I'll tell you,
Just remain the same, brother. Remain the same.
Yeah.
I still haven't understood your Ocean's 11 joke.
You are one of the hip kids without knowing it.
There you go. All right. Well, we are all at ages where hip can be a problem. But
Don't
anyway,
talk about hip hop because that's the next thing for him.
he could be hip hop. Hip hop. Stop it, Dooley. Dooley's on a roll today. I like Dooley sleepless. Dooley sleepless. It's delirious.
He's going to Seattle.
Yeah.
Stop
I like
it.
Okay, stop. Enough.
Joy factor question and answer. There's that bit left before we go because we could do this all night. This cricketer scored these many runs. Blah, blah, blah. Name him. Just name him.
This is like 2 marks question. Objective type 2 mark question.
What is it? Name him.
I don't know. I've not thought about it.
Oh, okay. I thought everybody knew
Who
it.
scored 100 in his last test?
I know it.
And 50.
Give me the answer. The answer is...
Come on.
Oh, Mushfiqur Rahim at the Sher-e
It's
Bangla
not,
Stadium.
it's not as obvious as you thought, right?
It's his birthday today, by the way.
That's why.
That's
I told
how
you,
joy- that's
that's
what
the
joy.
key with joy. There's always a connect that day.
To the day.
Yeah.
Somewhere along the line.
Correct.
And he's batting, I think he's batting today in Ireland, in Chelmsford.
Ah.
All right. So take it back, Joy. You didn't phone this one in. You thought about it, and that was pretty good. We like it. I like how we're commending Joy. I think we should be congratulating the winner who got it right. We're congratulating the quiz master. Sai Prashant, congratulations to you. Well done, Sai. You got the first correct answer in. The answer is indeed Mushfiqur Rahim. Well, that's all we have time for, gentlemen. I just want to say that
what a
while I sorry?
What a shame.
Yeah, while I did have a bad day, which was clumsy, I dropped a lot of stuff, I did get both my predictions right, so I'll take it.
Yeah, well done, you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
take it.
well
Very
done,
good.
Yeah.
People.
I am nothing without my friends. I would like to thank them. So yeah, that's all we have time for. We're going to see... What?
I came armed with an old song just for Gaurav, and I'm heading out thinking I'm this icon of pop and hip hop and everything.
Hip hop
today.
and pop and all that. Just make
You
sure
are the
nothing-
icon
I
of
think
hip-hop.
it's time to say
Make
good
sure
night.
nothing pops when you walk out.
Hip-hop.
I think you're doing well with good night.
No, hip-hop. All right, so we're going to go. We'll see you tomorrow at 7 on Cricbuzz Live in English and in Hindi. Check out the Hindi show tomorrow. I've heard it'll be pretty good.
Good night. Good night, everyone.
I'm doing Hindi.
Thanks for watching.
Big thank you to Harsha Bhogle and Simon Doull. I'm Gaurav Kapur. और मैं कल मिलूंगा आपसे शाम को 7 बजे क्रिकबज़ लाइव पर जुड़िएगा जरूर शुभ रात्रि
Jaipur via Kota.
कृपया ध्यान आपको अहमदाबाद
दिल्ली में आपका स्वागत
Lucknow Junction.
ನಿಲ್ದಾಣದ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಹೊರಟಿರುವವರೇ ಚೆನ್ನೈ
Hyderabad Superfast Express Boloboti Station Netaji Bhavan कृपया ध्यान दो